I don't know how I always manage to talk for this long. I'm so sorry. I see my view time and it doesn't include this. I know probably only 1 or 2 of you make it this far, and thank you. You must really like me, because even I speed myself up sometimes when I have to proof these videos. Good morning, friends. I apologize for the noise. I've got kids, I've got a dishwasher, but I've got groceries and terrible lighting. That light is the worst. Yeah, I just put away groceries. We did it a day early so that my husband can have his pick of days to make his black bean soup. Wow, do you ever plant your little green onion roots, the part you cut off? This one is going insane. I bet if I sat there for 2 hours, I would see it grow. I did get some breakfast this morning. I tried to get some glazed and powdered raspberry jelly donuts because Jax loves those, and then a box with chocolate icing, which he doesn't like. But the raspberry ones came a lot different from how they showed on the app. They do at least have raspberries still in them, but sugar bombs. So I am going to make some quick scrambled eggs because we need something to go with all that sugar. Then we need to do our schoolwork and figure out where we're going to go for a walk. However, I did get something interesting. I ordered these 2 fabrics. Basically, like the black one I ordered had like a texture look to it, like mottled. I would have chosen the plain black. It just wasn't in the app, so I was happy that they substituted that. And then Sebastian wants a new dinosaur mask. Kaylee has one in our old way. But last week I had ordered blue fabric. I just washed it so you can see it here, along with a cool Nightmare Before Christmas and some hair ties that I'm going to use for our little loops. But this week they gave me that blue fabric again. It's not on my invoice. I don't understand how they would even have last week's order to get that confused. It's very strange. I'm confused, but I'm gonna cook and not worry about it.
Years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to proposition that all men are created equal.
everyone. It is bedtime, and I don't think I've really talked to you much, but here I am. Sebastian's getting changed. Jack should be up in a moment. Yeah, it was Friday, and let's see, I'll just give you a quick rundown. We got up and had some breakfast after I got groceries. They were a little late, but they made it in the window, the 9 to 10 window. Some donuts came, as I said. The jelly ones were not as depicted, but they're eating them, so I didn't ask for a refund. After that, we did homeschool and then headed out to the shopping center to take a walk. Sebastian was hungry, so I stopped and I got him some of those egg bites from Starbucks. He really wanted the Bantam bagels, but they've been out of them. But it turned out to be too messy to have him eat it in the stroller, so we had to wait and eat at the table outside of Starbucks. And then we headed out on a walk, but it was so windy that it was making it really cold, so it was a very short walk, like 14 minutes. I didn't even fulfill my exercise time. My sad 15 minutes. I finished that out later, just walking around the house. I was hoping that Jack's books would come in. He got a whole bunch of them arriving in the morning, but the rest said in transit. That used to mean that a truck would come around 1 p.m. and it would deliver books from the other libraries, and we would start to see our holds come in. So I waited as long as I could. We needed to drive home for lunch, but I even parked in the library parking lot for a few minutes until it hit 2 p.m. and I'm like, I guess it's just not coming. So I'll either pick it up tomorrow or we'll just get it on Monday. They're not open on Sundays anymore. I don't really like going on Saturday, but I can run in real fast, or I can do curbside because they still do that. So we got home and we made lunch. We made some salads for Jax and I. Sebastian just had a bunch of fruits and veggies, really some cheese, since he had already had some food at Starbucks. And then we headed up to quiet time. I didn't feel like talking beforehand. Excuse me, I'm putting clothes away. So we just got to it. It was mostly just reading and slowly adding things to an Amazon order, all the cake supplies I'm gonna need for the Kirby cake I'm making. And we went downstairs around 4:30. Right before our walk, I had gotten an email with work that needs to be done ASAP. It always is. And it's always Friday or the weekend. So I think it was 3 or 4 beer labels. Older versions, updating them, adding new content. Some of them I have to resize, which is tricky because you go from a larger label that was on a bottle to a smaller area on a can, plus they are adding extra text, so it's like I don't want to cover the beautiful art. I can't make the certain text too small, or it goes against government regulations with alcohol, and it's just a mess. And it's kind of ironic that I designed beer labels because I've never had beer. I've never drank in my life.
Oh yeah, it's not creepy now.
Did you make it? I guess you can have some videos. Alright, well, no books because it's a little too late for that, but you can play for 1 minute if you don't make a mess. Anyway, so we came down from quiet time and I got one of them about done. I sent a draft and I was working on another one for, felt like forever. It was probably only a half an hour or 40 minutes. It's a tough one to fit all the text in, and it was getting really frustrating. And dinner was about to arrive. My husband ordered Mexican food. When he does that, I have to cook Jack's quesadilla to save money because he's picky. He just wants our quesadilla. Fine by us. But yeah, I just had to walk away from that, and I'm sure it'll go nice and smooth tomorrow. Whenever something's not clicking, I sleep on it, I come back to it and knock it right out. It's just how it's always been. If it doesn't happen when I come back to it, something has to change. And I usually tell the client, this isn't gonna fit, this isn't gonna work, how about this? So we'll see how that goes sometime tomorrow. And then I think there's at least one other, but there might have been 4. I didn't scroll all the way down. I just do them. I said I would start today but finish tomorrow, so I'll pick away at them. I'm not sure when. Then dinner arrived. I made Jax's quesadilla. Okay, we're not gonna read so give us a
No, don't worry. I'm just asking like him, where did you put the manga that you picked up from the library?
I didn't because it didn't come. The ones you wanted next didn't come.
Oh wait, yeah.
Like 4, 5, and 6 are missing.
Okay.
So I'm hoping tomorrow. It says in transit.
Yeah.
So they're probably on the van. And I was expecting them to come at like 1 like it used to, but we were sitting there in the parking lot and it never came. So yeah, tomorrow.
Love you.
Love you.
I'm gonna go say goodnight.
All right, he's kind of unruly, so don't hope for anything. Yeah, we had dinner and then I made some coffee and headed downstairs and worked on my miniatures. I didn't film it because I was watching an episode of the Great British Bake Off baking show. I don't know, whatever the title is. But I'm really happy with that spray painted dark brown shelf that's aged. I'm gonna do it to the yellow one because I didn't hate that. I did a little bit more touch up on the green and I'm really not liking it, which is unfortunate. I have to see how it looks once there's no more yellow furniture though. I do still have some things to build. I have a dresser and like a ladder. Both of them are the medium brown of the big L-shaped shelf unit, so I don't know. I do like aging them when they're already glued together, so I don't have to make a decision now. It is annoying to paint them when they're already glued together, but at least the glue sticks well. I don't care. I'm not in a rush to finish this, so I'll figure it out. I also did some books and some little postcards and stuff, paintings, just picking away at some of the little things to fill in the time I had left before I had to get the kids to bed. Why are we doing this? I thought you were just saying goodnight. Anyway, now it's now. Tomorrow is Saturday. I mean, I have to work. I often have to work on the weekend. Bye. I am just so over winter, so over being cold, clouds. I even missed early in the pandemic when it was spring and summer and we could go outside and feel the sun on our skin and not have to wear 10 layers. And our normal bus drivers would be there and so happy to see us. And we could go out and drive to different parks and take walks. And now it's just miserable and cold and we just walk because we need to walk. And we go to the buses sometimes, but nobody says anything or tries to chat. Everybody's in a rush. And there's so little sun and it's so cold. I just need to get through winter. I mean, I already hated winter, but this is extra sucky. Anyway, that's just how I've been feeling. Pretty depressed over it. I'm going to get him to sleep, do my video, and do some Animal Crossing. Since I'm done with all my snowman making, I got my challenge completed. I'm doing something based on the Great British Bake Off because I'm watching it right now. I watch it off and on. I can't binge watch anything. It's usually one episode every few days at the most. I cannot watch things like 2 in a row. I can't even watch it every day. I am not a binge watcher. I just can't. So I've been slowly watching the most recent season and it inspired me because I have a nice big open area. I'm going to set up a little bake-off. It's not going to be exactly that, but taking a lot of inspiration and just seeing what I can use. They have a little way that you can use anything that you've ever owned in the game and set it up in a little room and take pictures of it, like a little photo studio. So I played around to get an idea of how I wanted it to look and what I needed to order. So I'm gonna pick away at that a little bit. I've got friends in the Animal Crossing Club helping me out by sending stuff, because even though I have the money and the resources to order all the supplies I need to set up this cool little scene, you can only order 5 things a day, and I need like 50 things. So they are helping me out. I need to go in and check my mail and count how many of each thing and start to set it out so that I can take things off my list once I have enough. So that's my night. I don't know how I always manage to talk for this long. I'm so sorry. I see my view time and it doesn't include this. I know probably only 1 or 2 of you make it this far, and thank you. You must really like me, because even I speed myself up sometimes when I have to proof these videos. Okay guys, good night. Please stay safe and warm, and don't forget to wash your hands.